In this captivating video, you're invited to imagine a world filled with unsolved secrets, where ancient artifacts, strange disappearances, and baffling events have left even experts speechless. What if we stand on the edge of knowledge, with mysteries that defy explanation? From vanished colonies to precision-built monuments, are we on the verge of discovery, or will some mysteries remain hidden forever? Get ready to dive into the unknown with 25 unexplainable mysteries in history that will blow your mind. 25. The Lead Masks Case. In 1966, the bodies of two men were discovered on a hill near Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, wearing matching suits and strange lead masks covering their eyes. No signs of struggle were found, but alongside their bodies was a cryptic note with instructions to ingest capsules and wait for a signal. What signal were they waiting for, and why were they wearing lead masks? The case has never been solved, leaving the deaths of these two men an eerie mystery. 24. The Rongorongo Script of Easter Island. Easter Island is famous for its massive stone statues, but another mystery lies in the Rongorongo Script undeciphered system of glyphs found on wooden tablets. These symbols are believed to represent an ancient writing system, but no one has been able to translate them. Scholars are left wondering, what do these symbols say, and what knowledge have we lost along with the culture that created them? 23. The Somerton Man. In 1948, the body of an unidentified man was found on Somerton Beach in Adelaide, Australia. Despite an extensive investigation, authorities were unable to determine who he was or how he died. A mysterious, torn piece of paper with the words Tamam Shud, meaning ended or finished in Persian, was found in his pocket, linking the case to an unsolved puzzle involving a rare book of poetry. To this day, the identity of the Somerton Man remains a mystery. 22. The Nazca Lines. In the desert plains of southern Peru, gigantic geoglyphs known as the Nazca Lines stretch across the landscape. These massive designs, depicting animals, plants, and geometric shapes, are only fully visible from the air. Created over 2,000 years ago, their purpose is still unknown. Were they meant to be messages to the gods? Astronomical calendars? Or something else entirely? The mystery of the Nazca Lines continues to fascinate archaeologists. 21. The mysterious disappearance of Flight MH370. In March 2014, Malaysia Airlines flight MH370 vanished from radar during a routine flight from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing, along with 239 passengers and crew. Despite one of the most extensive search efforts in aviation history, only small pieces of wreckage have been found, and the bulk of the plane has never been located. What caused MH370 to disappear? Mechanical failure, pilot error, or something even more sinister? The truth may never be fully known. 20. The Black Dahlia Murder. In 1947, the body of aspiring actress Elizabeth Short was found gruesomely mutilated in Los Angeles, a case that shocked the nation. Dubbed the Black Dahlia, her murder became one of Hollywood's most famous unsolved cases. Despite multiple suspects and countless theories, the killer was never identified, and the mystery surrounding her death continues to haunt investigators. 19. The Dyatlov Pass Incident. In 1959, 9 experienced hikers set out on an expedition in the Ural Mountains of Russia. They were all found dead under bizarre and disturbing circumstances, some with unexplained injuries, others half-dressed despite the freezing cold. Their tent was cut open from the inside, and radiation was found on their clothing. Theories range from avalanches and military testing to UFOs and supernatural forces, but what truly happened at Dyatlov Pass remains a terrifying mystery. 18. The Phoenix Lights. On March 13, 1997, thousands of people across Arizona witnessed a series of strange, unidentified lights in the night sky. These lights, now known as the Phoenix Lights, hovered in a triangular formation for hours before disappearing. Military officials claim they were flares, but many eyewitnesses insist that the lights were part of a massive, silent UFO. Despite numerous investigations, the true origin of the Phoenix Lights remains unknown. 17. The Shroud of Turin. The Shroud of Turin is a length of linen cloth bearing the faint image of a man who appears to have been crucified. Some believe it is the burial cloth of Jesus Christ, while others argue it's a medieval forgery. Despite extensive scientific testing, no one has been able to conclusively determine its origins. How was the image imprinted on the cloth, and who is the man it depicts? 16. The Green Children of Woolpit. In the 12th century, 2 children with green skin reportedly appeared in the village of Woolpit, England. They spoke an unknown language and refused to eat anything but raw beans. Over time, their skin lost its green tint, and they learned to speak English. The boy died shortly after their arrival, but the girl lived on and eventually explained they came from a land with no sun. Were they extraterrestrials or simply an unusual human anomaly? 15. The Antikythera mechanism. Discovered in 1901 in a shipwreck off the coast of Greece, the Antikythera mechanism is often referred to as the world's first computer. This ancient Greek device contains a complex system of gears and was used to predict astronomical events. But how did the ancient Greeks develop such advanced technology? Its complexity rivals that of clocks made over 1,000 years later, and it raises questions about the lost knowledge of ancient civilizations. 14. The Zodiac Killer. Between 1968 and 1969, the Zodiac Killer terrorized Northern California, claiming at least 5 victims. He taunted police and the media with cryptic letters, some of which included ciphers. Despite numerous suspects and extensive investigations, the Zodiac Killer's identity has never been confirmed. Decades later, the case remains one of America's most notorious unsolved crimes. 13. The Taos Hum. In the small town of Taos, New Mexico, a strange, low-frequency hum has been heard by residents and visitors for decades. Known as the Taos Hum, this sound is barely perceptible to most people, but for those who can hear it, it's an unbearable, mysterious noise. Despite numerous studies, scientists have been unable to pinpoint its source, leaving this auditory enigma unresolved. 12. Jack the Ripper. In 1888, the Whitechapel district of London was terrorized by a brutal serial killer known as Jack the Ripper. He targeted women, leaving gruesome crime scenes that horrified the city. Despite numerous suspects, including famous figures like the artist Walter Sickert and even Prince Albert, the identity of Jack the Ripper was never uncovered. 11. The Dyatlov Pass Incident. In 1959, 9 experienced hikers set out on an expedition in the Ural Mountains of Russia. They were all found dead under bizarre and disturbing circumstances, some with unexplained injuries, others half-dressed despite the freezing cold. Their tent was cut open from the inside, and radiation was found on their clothing. Theories range from avalanches and military testing to UFOs and supernatural forces, but what truly happened at Dyatlov Pass remains a terrifying mystery. 10. The Mary Celeste. In 1872, the Mary Celeste was found drifting in the Atlantic Ocean, fully intact but with no crew aboard. The ship's cargo was untouched, and there were no signs of struggle or foul play. So what happened to the crew? Theories range from mutiny to pirate attacks to something more supernatural, but the fate of the Mary Celeste's crew remains a mystery. 9. The Tunguska Event. On June 30th, 1908, a massive explosion rocked Siberia, flattening over 800 square miles of forest. The force was equivalent to 1,000 atomic bombs, but no crater or debris was ever found. The leading theory is a meteoroid exploded in midair, but no conclusive evidence has been presented. What caused the Tunguska event remains one of the greatest cosmic mysteries of the 20th century. 8. The WOW! Signal. On August 15, 1977, a strong radio signal from space was detected by astronomer Jerry Emmon while working at the Big Ear Radio Telescope. He circled the signal on the printout and wrote "WOW" next to it. Lasting for 72 seconds, the signal seemed to come from deep space, but its origin has never been identified. Was it an extraterrestrial message, or simply an unexplained natural occurrence? 7. The disappearance of the Roanoke colony. In 1587, over 100 settlers arrived on Roanoke Island, North Carolina, hoping to establish England's first permanent colony in the New World. But by 1590, the entire colony had vanished. The only clue left behind? The word Croton carved into a wooden post. What happened to them? Were they attacked, assimilated into local tribes, or was it something even stranger? To this day, no trace of their fate has been uncovered. 6. The Dancing Plague of 1518. In July 1518, the town of Strasbourg in present-day France experienced a bizarre phenomenon. Dozens of people began dancing uncontrollably, some for days on end, until they collapsed from exhaustion. Known as the Dancing Plague, this event has baffled historians. Was it mass hysteria, ergot poisoning, or something far more sinister? 5. The Lost City of Atlantis. First described by the Greek philosopher Plato, Atlantis was said to be a powerful and advanced civilization that mysteriously sank into the ocean over 9,000 years ago. For centuries, people have searched for evidence of Atlantis, but nothing definitive has been found. Was it a real place, or just a philosophical allegory? The enigma of Atlantis endures. 4. Stonehenge. Stonehenge is one of the world's most famous prehistoric monuments. Built over 5,000 years ago, its purpose remains shrouded in mystery. Some believe it was an ancient astronomical observatory, others think it was a religious temple or a burial ground. But how did ancient people move these massive stones, some of which came from over 150 miles away? And why? Stonehenge continues to baffle historians and scientists alike. 3. The Pyramids of Egypt. Standing tall for over 4,000 years, the Great Pyramids of Giza are an engineering marvel. How could an ancient civilization construct such massive structures with such precision, aligning them with the stars and placing stones that weigh up to 80 tons? Many theories exist, from advanced ancient engineering to extraterrestrial assistance, but no one has truly figured out how they were built with such exactitude using primitive tools. 2. The Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle is infamous for the mysterious disappearances of planes, ships, and their crews within its boundaries. One of the most famous cases is Flight 19, a group of 5 U.S. Navy bombers that vanished without a trace in 1945. Over the years, the Bermuda Triangle has claimed hundreds of lives, leading to theories ranging from natural phenomena to extraterrestrial intervention. 1. The Voynich Manuscript. Discovered in 1912, the Voynich manuscript is one of the most perplexing books ever found. Written in an unknown language and filled with illustrations of unidentifiable plants, celestial charts, and bizarre diagrams, scholars have tried, and failed, for over a century to decipher its meaning. Who wrote it, and for what purpose? The truth remains locked within its pages. From vanishing colonies and unexplained manuscripts to mysterious signals from outer space, these 25 enigmas leave us with more questions than answers. Whether rooted in history, science, or the unknown, these mysteries continue to baffle experts, sparking countless theories but no clear conclusions. But these mysteries are just the tip of the iceberg. Could they be connected? Could they share a deeper, hidden truth that we have yet to uncover? The search for the truth is as old as humanity itself. As long as there are mysteries to solve, there will be those who seek answers. What will you discover? What mysteries will you unravel? The next great mystery might be closer than you think. Stay curious. Stay open. And never stop exploring. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing mysteries. And let us know in the comments, which mystery do you think holds the key to the greatest truth of all?